new head of the EPA, Scott Pruitt, worked for literally years to stop thousands of potentially incriminating and certainly controversial emails from ever seeing the light of day. Well, as of today, we have the vast majority of them. The rest will be released within a week. But even the ones we have today, which we're going to cover in this video, conveniently come several days after he was confirmed as the new head of the A, before the damning information contained within them could have been used to stop him. Convenient how that worked out. But we do want to cover some of these emails because Scott Pruitt, who is now the head of the EPA, has been doing the bidding of oil and gas companies for years in a variety of different positions. So let's talk about some of these emails, and there are thousands, so this is going to be broad brush, but the most frequent correspondence was with Devon Energy, which has aggressively challenged rules proposed by the EPA and the Department of Interior's Bureau of Land Management, which controls drilling on federal lands widespread in the West. In the 2014 election cycle, Devon was one of the top contributors to the Republican Attorneys General Association, which Mr. Pruitt led for 2 years during that period. And although we can't say that's why, they certainly had his ear or his eyes because they communicated via email and in other forms many, many times. So we're going to talk about some of those emails. The first from the former Devon Energy Executive Vice President William Whitsitt, who said, to follow up on my conversations with Attorney General Pruitt and you, this is to one of his aides, I believe that a meeting, or perhaps more efficient, a conference call with that particular organization on the BLM rule should be requested right away. And then this is the section I love. The attached draft letter, or something like it, that Scott is comfortable talking from and sending to the acting director to whom the letter is addressed, could be the basis for the meeting or the call. And you'll find as you go through these emails that many are about him receiving either pieces of proposed legislation or letters that can be sent, talking points that can be delivered, given to him by oil and gas executives and corporations. We have a similar one from Hunton and Williams lobbyist Roderick Hasty, who said, please find attached a short white paper with some talking points that you might find useful to cut and paste when encouraging states to file comments on the SSM rule. That is, it was a proposed EPA rule, the Startup, Shutdown, and Malfunction Emissions Rule. We had to learn a little bit about it. He didn't because he was provided with all the information that he needed.
So let's review those real quick. First of all, they are so crass that they're like, hey, listen, we don't need you to do any thinking about this. Understand who you work for. Just cut and paste a goddamn letter that the lobbyist wrote and give it to the EPA as if you thought of it, okay?
Yeah.
Cut and paste it. You're our boy. Do you understand that, Scott Pruitt? Scott Pruitt goes, yes, sir, absolutely, sir. Can you make another donation to the Attorney's General Fund that I'm running for the Republicans? This is the definition of corruption. Scott Pruitt is one of the most corrupt guys we've ever had in government, and he just went in there right in front of our eyes. We knew it going in. He's sued the EPA 14 different times. He's now the head of the EPA. And he has all this communication, a phone call, as John just outlined. There's at least one indication of that. There are probably dozens of calls, but certainly the one where the lobbyist says, I was just on the phone with Pruitt, and as we agreed, he will do exactly as we freaking ordered him to do, right? And then there's the communications with the Koch brothers, Americans for Prosperity. And then I love how they say it at the end of one of those letters. Oh, here, I'll read it for you. It's graphic 30, okay? This is from Matt Ball, who runs for Americans for Prosperity. That is funded by the Koch brothers, Koch Industries. And Koch Industries, of course, is in oil, fracking, and all these energy issues that Scott Pruitt is now in charge of. They say thank you to your respective bosses, referring to Pruitt and another sold-out, bought-out, corrupt politician, and all they are doing to push back against President Obama's EPA and its axes with liberal environmental groups to increase energy costs for Oklahomans, haha, and American families across the states, LOL. Okay, I added that. And my favorite line, you both work for true champions of freedom and liberty. Oh, they must have had a good laugh over that. Hey, freedom, we just paid you. There ain't nothing free about it.
Yeah.
We just gave you all those donations so that you can get reelected, and all your attorneys generals that are Republicans can get elected, but we'll call that freedom and liberty.
Cenk, freedom isn't free.
That's, in this case, that is quite literal.
You know, when I supported these liberal environmental groups, I didn't know their goal was higher energy costs.
So now I want to talk about the difference between millennials and everyone else. Why in the context of this story? Because TV covers shiny objects and squirrels. Trump did a tweet, squirrel. right? Shiny object, where is it? Oh my God. And to be fair to them, by the way, also really interesting big protests, and they should cover that, and we cover that as well. Okay, but they are easily distracted. And I know I worked in cable news. If something doesn't have video, they're like, oh, it doesn't have video. No shiny objects. So if you're a millennial, you get your news from people like us, and you actually sometimes read, unlike the older generations. So you will go online and you will get information. And you know how incredibly corrupt Scott Pruitt is. So you know that he's a water boy for the oil industries, and that's all he is. And that's what he's been his entire career. But what you don't know is there's this giant divide between millennials and the older generations. The older generations, I know it's unbelievable, but still get their news from television. And local news didn't cover this, and perhaps CNN might have touched on it once, perhaps, right? But there's no video, there's no video. So we're not gonna cover it for days and days and days. We're just gonna gloss over it. And we're gonna, whatever new outrage Trump did, we're gonna chase after that. And when you should be focused on the real outrages, this is the goddamn swamp. He said he drained the swamp, and he now is fracking in the swamp. Okay? He brought in an errand boy for the oil and gas companies whose only job was to cut and paste their lobbyist letters and put him in charge of the EPA, specifically to destroy the EPA.
Yeah, we have one additional case because we really want to hammer home this is something that he was frequently doing. The emails also show that American fuel and petrochemical manufacturers, an oil and gas lobby group, provided Pruitt's office with template language, which means something he can cut and paste from or cut and paste into, to oppose ozone limits and the Renewable Fuel Standard Program back in 2013. They encouraged Oklahoma to challenge the rules, noting this argument is more credible coming from a state. Later that year, Pruitt did file opposition to both of these regulations.
And finally, one of the things that they wanted to make sure that Pruitt advocated against was regulating methane leaks from oil and gas drilling. I mean, if you're trying to protect the citizens of Oklahoma, by the way, as the Attorney General of Oklahoma, that is literally your job. Why would we want to protect them from methane? Let's just leak that all over Oklahoma. Is the check in the mail or is it not in the mail?
Yeah.
Now, if you thought that was bad for Oklahoma, congratulations, America. Now we have it for all of us. Yeah. Scott Pruitt, still the errand boy for oil and gas, will allow any damn thing they like. You want to leak methane, you want to, put whatever you want into the air, you want to drill, you want to put all this stuff in our environment. Well, you just took your main bitch and put him as the head of the EPA. Congratulations. Yeah. There are no rules left anymore. That's what you got with Donald Trump. That's what you're getting with Scott Pruitt. Drain the swamp, my ass. He loves the swamp. He's the swamp thing. Corporate media is awesome.
Wrong.
Independent media is the way to go.
Believe me. Believe me.
Support independent media right now. Become a Young Turks member. tytnetwork.com/join.